So we do have for Clark County an electric vehicle program where if you install a home charger, you can get a rebate. So there's information on that on Clark Public Utilities website. So just wanted to give you some more resources and examples of incentives that we have for Washington State and in Southwest Washington. So range anxiety is something that you might experience anywhere you live, but let's dive into some of the things that are specific to Southwest Washington. The biggest of which, and from what I hear from EV owners, is people always ask them, how much does it cost to charge your vehicle? Because people want to know, is an electric vehicle actually cheaper than a traditional gas vehicle? So we did some calculating. I'm going to hop over to my computer screen and share some of those results with you right now. So now we're over on my computer and you can see we're on electricity local. What I want to highlight out on this page is that the average monthly residential electricity bill in Washington is $88, which is in the top 10 lowest electric bills in the US, and about 17% cheaper than the national average bill, which would calculate into rates and consumption. And this is over on Choose Washington State. So you'll see if you start looking into Washington State electric rates, that consistently we have some of the lowest rates in the country when it comes to electricity. And then depending on what your consumption is, you can expect a significantly lower bill. Our average electricity bill is about $50, and that's working from home with 2 people in the home. Now moving over to Clark Public Utilities, you can see that the current electric rate here for Clark Public Utilities is 8.16 cents per kilowatt hour. And you'll see some fuel mix fast facts that 46% of power generated here is hydropower, which is very clean energy. So very proud to live in a place that focuses on not just low rates, but also clean energy sources. And the next thing I want to point out is that EVs powered by Clark Public Utilities electricity emit 1,260 pounds of emissions compared to gasoline-powered vehicles, which emit 11,000 pounds of emissions. And then I did a personal calculation based on today's gas price, which is $3.19, and our MPG, I actually bumped it up a little because in the Jeep, we only get about 18 miles a gallon. And you can see that it estimates we spend about $133 a month on gasoline, which is pretty on the money. And you can see our monthly savings of $111 or $1,300 a year if we switch to, or I should say when we switch to an electric vehicle. As you can see, Washington State has some of the lowest electric rates in the country. So if you're gonna own an electric vehicle, Washington State is a great place to do that.
Like living here, like almost ensures that you have dirt cheap gas, comparative to other parts of the country. Mm-hmm. So it'd be like having 90s gas prices. Shout out to the 90s.
What were the gas prices in the 90s?
I mean, obviously
Could you fill up for $6?
I don't think I could ever fill it for $6. Maybe my motorcycle.
You can with an electric vehicle.
Oh, so there you go. Cheapest gas prices I can remember as an adult. Mm-hmm. When I lived in Philly, we would drive across the bridge to New Jersey because it was cheaper, but they had to pump your gas, which I didn't like.
Mm-hmm. Which is just like Oregon.
But I remember it was like 85 cents a gallon, and I remember when it finally hit $1, you thought it was like Y2K pandemonium. Yeah. And now it's like $4.
So what would that have cost you? About less than $20 to fill it?
Figure 20-gallon tank, yeah, like 15 to $20. And I think we filled up our van last week. It was $60.
Yeah. So. For about the same amount of range that you'd get on one full electric charge. So what happens if you are out and about and you need to charge your electric vehicle while you're out? Are there access to charging stations here in Southwest Washington and the Portland area? Yes, absolutely. Let's hop on over to the map and I will show you where all the Tesla charging stations are located, and then also some other charging stations that you can find around town and in the city. So even though the cost of living in Southwest Washington is slightly above average, one of the areas that we have most areas in the country beat is our electric rates, which is pretty integral for owning an electric vehicle because that electricity is going to fuel your car. Also, shout out to our 2 clients that own EVs for opening up our eyes and kind of bringing us back around to the topic of buying an electric vehicle. So shout out to you two. One is building new construction in Camas. The other has an amazingly, beautifully renovated house in the Hawkinson area. So shout out to you two. You know who you are. Just wanted to say thank you. So hopefully you enjoyed this video about what it might be like for you to own an electric vehicle in Southwest Washington. If you own or manage a property or business you'd like me to spotlight, shoot me an email. My contact info is right over here. And if you have any real estate needs, whether that's in the state of Washington or if you're selling your home somewhere else, whatever the case is, feel free to reach out to me. You can text me here at 360-818-4438. That is the best way to get in touch with me. And if you're thinking about getting into the field of real estate or you know someone who is, make sure to send them my contact info. I would love to help you get started, get you onboarded with some training that can help you get your new career off to a great start. So with that being said, we'll catch you next time. Ciao.